Uther versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
I will fight with honor.
Hey. Just came back from like the Red Bull offices. We were having a little bit of a, I guess, some meeting over there. So maybe like 1 hour late today, unfortunately. I don't think Hammer of Wrath is quite strong enough to keep in my opening hand.
Greetings.
Removal's like extra good against Priest, probably, but
Well met.
much rather have something like Truester Champion. Whether to coin out mini bot here or not, I guess there's certainly some merit.
Let me think.
Just gonna save the coin. Did I get rank?
Shields up. Red alert.
Death does not scare me.
So this is why you keep equality against Priest, but I don't have equality. I might just go ahead and develop a Peacekeeper here, just because the 3-3 contests the Death Lord a lot. I could technically wait till Velen's Chosen. It's just, it's very unlikely he even Velen's Chosen's.
Follow the rule.
If I don't play this and just play something too weak, he can just play another minion, so... Sir Finley in this deck, as far as what hero power, it's super situational. I think the only reason why Sir Finley is good in this deck is because, or even Sir Finley in general, is because you can get different ones. Like if Sir Finley always gave you that, like even if you could just somehow pick, like there was 8 different Sir Finleys, and you know you could pick the right hero power. Like there's a Warlock Sir Finley, a Paladin Sir Finley, a Mage Sir Finley. I think it'd probably be worse. The reason why it's so good is because you can pick the hero power you want in every matchup.
Weapons ready. Shields failing.
Reporting for duty.
And technically it's bad for combo, but it's good for board control for the combo. Like it doesn't give you charge damage, but it does give you another Murloc. On the first Anyfin it will never matter, I guess, because you're never going to have 7. But on the second one it'll definitely lower your charge damage for a combo. I think it more than makes up for the fact early game gives you the options, especially since you can buff it with War Leader. And on the first Anyfin it still helps. I was actually thinking of True Silver Champion here. My guy's unlikely to die next turn, so technically I could just True Silver and save the Charger. But I think it's more mana efficient. If I True Silver and charge next turn, yeah, I'm kind of wasting a little bit of mana. Guess I would have died. It's just I don't think it matters to save the Charger, like to save a weapon charge, I guess. Like either way, you're getting a 4 damage effect.
For justice, the battle. Reporting for duty.
This matchup is I think super Paladin favored. Murloc Paladin basically preys on all the slow decks in general. So because like some slower decks are good against different kinds of fast decks, and maybe like this deck is favored against Control Warrior, his deck with Curators and Entombs, but for the most part, Paladin's combo is too strong, and as long as I survive, Scare is pretty much just like a little bit of a filler card here. If you net deck a version with like this deck, you should probably just follow the net deck version, not mine. I've never played this. That would be my advice.
None may steal our secrets.
The battle.
So we don't make hero power here, or we make hero power with 7 cards, lay enhance to 10. I think it's actually awkward for me to not play mini bot just because my hand size will get too big. 6, 7 beginning next turn, cast land hands, 6 plus 3s. Actually, I'll be okay. The trade's so much worse. The only problem here is that I'm a little bit weak to Cabal by playing this. I almost feel like it might have been better to maybe play and then coin the hero power. I guess the problem is this trade's so good. I end up not hero powering just because the curator kills my guy for
Let
free,
me
so...
change your mind.
I'm gonna pyro here, it's too good. I don't exactly know what I'm gonna even do after the pyromancer. Probably just heal bot, I guess.
For justice.
Not in my house.
Is stream tip down? I have no idea. My alerter is working. As far as the actual site goes, maybe. We don't really care about healing in this deck, or yeah, against Priest. We're just trying to survive till anything can happen. We're wasting a lot of heal, but it's ultimately okay. As long as I can cycle through. Okay, we get the second one in hand, so we can just keep cycling through.
Take heart. The Earth Mother is near.
Interesting. So now we have old Merc guy as well. One Bluegill, one War Leader so far, and one Finley. This actually might be enough. I feel like that's kind of a important part of my win condition. So if I want to go double anything can happen, I can't get my Merc guy entombed, meaning technically I can suicide this turn. Bluegill's 4. This does 4, 5. Wait. To be fair, it's actually probably lethal. I'm not completely sure. I think some things can go wrong. So I'm just gonna end up not playing it for now. I might decide to play it when I can suicide it into something, and it feels weird to just suicide into the Karen this turn before Peacekeepering. Like, another move I could have done is old Merc guy suicide into Karen, Peacekeeper it after, hero power. It's just I'm not super guaranteed anything, especially with some of the RNG on the second anything, and like things like Belcher on his end, so I don't want to make such an inefficient move right now. I'm not on a clock because I have so much healing in life. I feel like I might as well wait a little bit. So we still have one more equality. Consecrate's already in our hand.
Welcome to the grand tournament, champion.
Interesting. I'd say at this point he can only entomb one minion. Since we just drew all our Murlocs now, it's pretty likely. In fact, the first anything will create such a gigantic board anyways. And he can only entomb one, so technically, let's see, this is... Okay, I've already decided to do it, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just not sure if I want to suicide Merc guy here. Like, technically I could trade like this and then this, and risk the entomb, but if he entombs Merc guy, doesn't entomb this, it's almost like since he can only entomb one, I might as well just play more greedy and keep the Merc guy alive instead of suiciding both. Double War Leader, it's like technically, yeah, I think I like just doing this the best, just keeping my board as good as possible.
Is someone injured?
So he isn't taking the War Leader anyways.
Quickly.
So one War Leader has died, 2 Bluegills, and a Finley. Wait, have I even played Finley? I haven't played Finley. Alright, yeah, I mean, it's easily lethal over the 2 turns here. Even if he somehow sets up a weird situation where he taunts up, clears that board, I can just equally consecrate before comboing the second anything. I don't see him being able to do anything. The Murlocs I resummoned never died, but it's like, it puts him in a position where you kind of have to kill them anyways. You can't just leave up the board.
Move quickly.
Welcome to the exhibit.
Well played.
Uther versus Uther.
I will fight with honor. I will command the light.
I think the way I tune my deck gets better against like big minions and mid-range minions than small minions. But basically, at least I have 2 Dark Bombs in my hand.
Shields up. Red alert.
Reporting for duty.
Hello.
Justice demands retribution.
I'm gonna go ahead and attack. It's not like I get a better trade,
Battle.
and you know, I'm kind of scared at this point of Blood Knight if he's running a Neutron.
Reporting for duty.
Shields up. Red alert.
Reporting for duty.
Don't really want to proc Avenge right now. It's kind of awkward for me to make any Bluegill Warrior trade. Just gonna set some board up, so maybe I'll have more options next turn.
Shields failing.
To battle. Get down.
Let me think about this. It's kind of weird. Maybe I Bluegill it.
Follow the rule.
Because he can trade in and have a 1/4, and that Divine Shield's like absorbing 3 right now, whereas this way it's only absorbing 2. It's not just that, but I get a more of a, I have True Silver, maybe not.
Reporting for duty.
I feel like it's kind of like weaker in a way to Blessing of Kings. Okay, I guess I have 7 mana, so I can play the War Leader next turn.
Business.
So he has 3 secrets in his deck, kind of light secrets. It's almost like I need like one more thing here to clear with equality because of the secret. Probably forced to just play Belcher here. No Sacco. It's kind of weird. I guess we can play Belcher even as Redemption or Repentance. Against this board, it doesn't really make too much of a difference. And with 3 secrets, kind of likely no Repentance anyways. You know, if I'm really,
I must move quickly.
if I'm really yellow, I actually can attack just to get rid of the Noble Sack. Because my guy doesn't die. Although if it's Redemption, I also give him another minion. It's kind of getting too awkward, I think. Okay, so if he had Compare Spirit, it's actually like maybe another reason not to attack. Because if it was Noble Sack, the guy would come back as a 3-1. A 3-2, I mean. Okay, so it's too many minions. It's hard to clear here, even with equality, I think. If I equality, I can charge 2 things into him. So attack 1 into Noble Sack. It's kind of good. I feel like I might need to. Land hands.
Let me think.
9 plus 13, 22. It's like hard to win in that position. I feel like maybe just attack here. Hope for the best.
Get down!
Try to get lucky on the revenge. Hopefully it buffs. Oh, okay. We can clear the 3 biggies then. That's pretty good for me.
Let's move quickly. The battle reporting for duty.
I'll never tell.
I got a 420 donation from Amino Acid 5.
Reporting for
What's
duty.
up, Strife? I'm high right now. I need to cope with the munchies and you pony noobs. Can't decide double cheeseburger or pizza. I'd go for the pizza. Thanks for the donation. It's hard to order cheeseburgers, so. Plus, if you got the munchies, yeah, gotta go for the
Let
pizza.
me think.
Definitely feels like I should contest the board and not lay in hands here. Especially if that's Divine Favor. I guess we don't really have a choice on just scaff the attack and go for it. It doesn't really matter whether it's Avenge. Not really saving ourselves damage by not attacking. Or removing 2. I guess give him 3, but that's kind of dangerous, Secret Keeper anyways.
Let's move quickly.
None may steal our secrets.
Reporting for duty.
Two consecrates left over, but it's like we can still fight for board, especially if that's Divine Favor. I guess almost no way that's Divine Favor. 3 mana left over, 3 cards in my hand. There's 2 cards in my hand. I just get fairly good trades. Like I can contest the board.
For justice. Reporting for duty.
I'm actually kind of winning on board, so I'd much rather do that than land hands. Fight for the board. Land hands like completely yellowing into the something plus consecrate.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, I need that consecrate. I still have 1 more turn, I think, even if I don't hit it this turn. Ooh! Yeah. Okay. It's even better than consecrate. I don't clear the whole board, but it's good enough. You know, this is actually might just win me the game.
None may steal our
Not 24, but it's a huge board, I think. I've played double War Leader, double Blue Bill. So I can at least remove 2 minions and set up a 2 5/4s. This actually might save me as well, this Finley, because I can change into Armor Up maybe. Some kind of healing. Alright, let's start by seeing what I get. Oh, I didn't even do the math first. That was not good how I did it. I could have used my hero power twice this turn, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'm good. No mistake. I could use all my mana here.
Let me think.
He's close to lethal, but still 1 damage, and I can kill this.
Shields up. Red alert.
Reporting for duty.
Tap. I was too low for tap. Way too low. I never keep any Finder opening hand. No matchups. That's...
Uther versus Garrosh.
Victory or death!
I will fight with honor.
Alright, this is an interesting matchup. This is a matchup where we want to get cards like Jeweled Scarab and I guess even Hammer Wrath. Definitely True Sword Champion still. Mini bots are hard enough for Warrior to deal with where I feel like it's good. Trades pretty decently. Finley would be the best to have. Change my hero power to life tap. You know, if I'm mulliganing Ultiman, this almost doesn't make sense. It deals with big minions. And also, more importantly, it converts a 1-1 to a 3-3. So since Warrior might not contest board control that much early, might be able to use it to kill an Acolyte of Pain or something.
Armor made to fit.
Shields up. Red alert.
Oh, actually something about this matchup is, I think land hands I would keep in this matchup in opening hand. Very rarely. I think maybe only against Warrior, but I would probably do it against Warrior. I used to do it against Warlock as well. Too many fast Warlocks now, so... I wouldn't do it against Priest. Priest is too much about early board control. So I do have a one-shot potential with this Keeper of Uldaman. It's probably worth it considering it stops him from drawing 1 card. And I also get to develop a 3-4 body.
None may steal our
Weapons ready.
Which is weak to the Deathbite. It's just at least it saves my other guy from Deathbite.
the makers.
Shields up. Weapons ready.
Reporting for duty.
He actually can't clear my board here on board, even doing this attack. The attack is worth it no matter what, just because killing the Armorsmith is too important. Okay, so it's Patron. My deck has a lot of AoE board clear, double Pyromancer quality. So at the slam, he can actually clear my board. Probably, not sure like how important it is to save the Keeper of Uldaman. Because I might have to use my equality consecrates on patrons, and then I still need to deal with Tyrion, not Tyrion, Grom and Dr. Boom. But Peacekeeper deals with them, kind of. So I'm guessing he does not have Patron in his hand right now, or the Deathbite swing like probably wouldn't have gone off.
Reporting for duty.
Especially if he had something like Inner Rage or Whirlwind, probably it seems like a big mistake for him to attack with the second charge, especially if he had those. So I guess my read is he doesn't have Patron in his hand.
To battle!
For justice!
Reporting for duty.
I was doing a little bit thinking about whether it was better to develop my Ultimate there, but what made me really not want to is I don't get to kill the slime, and then I have to make a dude which gets free killed by the slime. Because if you're willing to use Ultimate on one of your own minions anyways, and maybe just save the Peacekeeper for big minions, it's kind of better to develop the body earlier, because Trucer you can use whenever. Ultimate you can use whenever as well, it's still more like immediate power for my hand to have the body and then the Trucer in my hand than this way. So maybe if the slime somehow disappeared from that play, it would be good. Not with the slime still up, though.
Reporting for duty.
None may steal
To battle.
Interesting situation here. Actually passed. Not sure, but I'll play some stuff out. I have 2 land hands. No point in holding cards. Especially cards that not too important this matchup.
Let the pain speak to me. The makers.
There's basically no board development here that's useful for me. Most of the time, ideally, it would be like redeveloping something. Like, say, something like Sludge Belcher Murloc War Leader would have been much better in general than land hands. But had none of those cards. No cards at all that are good to play, so... We've seen a way to figure out how to survive / cycle our way to combo. Guessing a lot of it involves the AoE and Peacekeeper. Like, say it doesn't commit a lot, I can just play the Peacekeeper or something. And not AoE. It's kind of interesting to have 2 Pyromancers. I can use one with Consecrate, one with Equality. Even that's not super necessary, I think.
For justice!
Let's see what happens. Not sure, that seems not too great for me, but I guess it's definitely not a disaster either.
Follow the rule.
I must move quickly.
I have 8 cards. The reason I play this is it gives me a chance to land hands next turn. I might not 100% land hands, especially if he commits more. I mean, I'm going to have to AoE then, but I do want the option of land handsing. Actually, I didn't need to do that. I have 10 mana next turn. I could have just War Leadered after the land hands and still been fine.
For justice!
Like to play with fire.
Job's done.
So I still have one more anything. This is pretty much lethal if I get the second anything, because I've already played 2 Bluegill Warriors. Haven't played the Merc guy yet, but just 2 Bluegill plus 2 War Leader is on the second anything. It's still enough damage. It's just since I don't have the second anything yet, we probably want to set ourselves up where we can top deck second anything. Though we're getting close to that point, and you know, he's getting close to. It's getting close to ending game, no matter what. Like not very many cards left, so. Probably just want to set up second 2 War Leaders whenever, even if we don't have second anything. So as soon as we get a free turn, as long as he doesn't play Patrons. And I guess this has to be Patron and not the Charge deck. I would be super surprised if this was OTK Raging Worgen. That makes much less sense. He's already played 2 Belchers and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this is just Patron. Now we can actually Pyromancer Equality and then or Pyromancer Consecrate and Equality Consecrate, like these two are separate combos. Not a lot of threat right now. I guess there's a second Bell Rage, which is obviously scary, but
For justice.
that guy's scary enough to leave up where I think it's correct attacking.
Reporting for duty.
It's kind of weird. It's like he hasn't played anything all game. Just been cycling and controlling me.
My blade be turned.
Almost feels like the style he's playing is like he's trying to OTK me, but no Warsong commanders anymore, so it just... I don't feel like his deck has Morgans in charge, but the way he's playing like it almost seems like he has it. Maybe it just doesn't see a good way to develop his board otherwise. Equality is more important than Consecrate, so you know, we could Peacekeeper this. The problem with that would be he can rebuff it next turn. It doesn't silence it. So I think this is going to be some kind of board clear for me here. Oh, that's very, very good card. It's by far my best top deck.
Follow the rule. Reporting for duty.
Now we don't have to make some kind of weird Consecrate for 9 play.
I can wait no longer.
I feel like if we do Pyromancer Equality here, we can lose to Patrons. So I'm just gonna Anyfin here and use the Murlocs to remove Grom and still setting up for a second one. 22. So this one's going here, but I want to do some other trades first. He still has Battle Rage. It's almost like he does want to draw more. It's kind of awkward. I could just clear everything, play safe. Although I'm losing a lot of damage. I guess there's no way I'm clearing everything. This 10 has to go to the face.
Move quickly.
Okay, so I'm glad I did that instead of trading. Would have lost like 15 damage for no reason. Kind of makes sense that he's running Brawl. He missed so many turns in the mid game. Brawl is extremely bad against my deck because my deck wins through inevitability. There's no amount of brawls that can win you the game. So if you weaken your mid game to play Brawl against me, it's just bad. We're just waiting basically for second Anyfin now. It's all 30 and you have 2 equality combos, so...
A fight! Count me in!
Actually, the funny thing is he's gonna lose to Fatigue. I just control Patron, because my deck is a control deck. My version of this deck is much more controller than normal.
Do you like to play with fire?
You know, I actually didn't see that. I was kind of dumb there. I just saw it at the end. I could have just equality'd and punched the 1-1. That would explode the board. Yeah, it's all a little bit too late.